Hello, Chocolo Roberto here, but not for a video review, it's for a special review, I guess, but a special comparison review. Yes, it's the Nestlé Yorkie versus the Milka Alpine Milk Bar, or Milka Bar. Yes, also versus the Galaxy Smooth Milk. And of course the classic is the dairy milk from Cadbury as well. Yeah, so going to compare all these basically. See which one's the best is the gist of it. Now someone did. I was originally just going to do all these three basically, but someone mentioned that why not include the Yorkie as well, because it is technically Nestlé's milk chocolate bar in the UK, and I guess it is really, isn't it? I mean, I don't really feel like that's sort of equivalent bar to Cadbury's Dairy Milk from Nestlé, but I guess it is, it makes sense when I think about it. So yeah, so there we go. So we're going to include that as well, so why not? So they're all of them take of their own milk chocolate, so they're not quite the same, you know what I mean, but it's just, obviously that's the comparison, which one's the best, So we'll see, let's have a quick look on the calories. Let's just have a look on the back. We'll just do 400 grams, 534 calories, 30 grams of fat, 18 of which are saturates for the Cadbury Dairy Milk there. And yes, there you go, we've got the ingredients there. It does have palm oil in, I'm quite sure palm there as well. There we go. The milk size 20% minimum, actual 23%, cocoa size 20% minimum. It's very addition to cocoa butter. And the Yorkie, so there's the ingredients information there. Palm fat. Milk chocolate contains cocoa size 25% minimum, milk size 40% minimum, vegetable addition to cocoa butter. Can't find the calories on this one. It's got per bar here if you can see that, if it focuses in. I'll probably do where. Yeah, but yeah, I'll do a 100 gram one separate as well. It's a 46 gram bar. This one. It's a multi-pack one. This one, but there we are. All right, so there we go. Okay, Milka. So see, 100 gram bar. This one. There's ingredients there. Cocoa solids 33% minimum. Milk solids 18% minimum. 400 grams, 539 calories, 31 grams of fat, 19 of which are saturates. All right, so there we go. Alright, and lastly, but not leastly, the Galaxy. 400 grams, 544 calories, 32 grams of fat, 20 of which are saturates. It says, they all are really, but yeah, milk size 40% minimum and cocoa size 25% minimum. Yes, and yeah, it seems the Milka one is the only one that doesn't contain palm fat. The gist of it, so there we go. Alright, well, for the next step is to see what they all look like, and of course they'll probably all look like milk chocolate, but there'll probably be some nuances, so let's find out what they are. Let's move some down, give them open. Okay, everyone, okay, we're going to give these, well, Dairy Milk, Galaxy, Milka, and Yorkie and open, and yeah, why not? So, yeah, which one should we do first? We'll open the Yorkie first, nice and simple one. Let's give it an open. See there, I don't think we're going to measure these or anything like that this time. I don't think they're all sort of different size bars, really. Yorkie's a bit broken there. We can see where we get with the Yorkie. Yeah, standard block of chocolates. The old Dairy Milk as well. Why not? Why not? Okay. What we'll do is just snap a bit off of the Dairy Milk, just so we've got a little. Don't need all of it. So you see that's what the Dairy Milk's set up against. There's a nice smell coming from the Dairy Milk. I must say, it does smell lovely. It's just got a lovely smell to it. The Yorkie smells quite normal, but the Dairy Milk has just a lovely distinct smell from it. You can see the difference in colour as well. Dairy Milk's a bit lighter than the Yorkie one. Okay. Let's get the Galaxy was next. I was going to do the Milka next, but the Galaxy was on top. The Galaxy does come with a nice different wrapper, I guess, but this bit's not sealed at the side, so it has to have something else on it. Okay, nice. You can see the Galaxy, a lot smaller segments to Galaxy, obviously more delicate, I guess you'd say. Lighter again, I think, than the Dairy Milk, I think. Oh, don't know. In hand it looks lighter, but on the camera it doesn't. But, yeah, I don't know, strange. A different shade than Dairy Milk for sure. Okay, a bit thinner as well. Alright, let's check the old Milka then, the last one. Alright, so there we go. It's Milka again, more of a different shape segments to it. Interesting. Alright, so you can see them all here. Different shades of them all. Yeah, so they all look different, don't they, in their own way. Very nice. Yeah. Does any of them look particularly nice than the others? I'm not sure. The Milka looks a bit, the Galaxy looks lovely. I love that look of it. Nice, it's got small segments as well. It can really control your segments. Yorkie, of course, looks a bit more mainstream, doesn't it? A bit more, well, not mainstream, it's just like a bar, isn't it, Yorkie? I don't know, it's not quite the same as the others, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, makes any sense. Although you can get the others in, well, especially Dairy Milk, you can get in Galaxy, you can get in smaller bars. No, but Milky you can. But yeah. But obviously this is a bar. These are sort of, I don't know, what would you say? What do you call them? Slabs. Look at that. You can see nice changes in there. Look at that. There's the gown. Move those out of the way. Why not? There's 2 Yorkie segments. So we've got them just like that. There we go. Yeah, nice looking set of chalk. You can see the different colours. What's the taste? Well, I can't show you that visibly like this, so we'll have to taste it and find out. So difficult job, but someone's got to do it. So let's get into it. Hello everyone, right, we're going to compare these, yes, these, well, 4 lovely milk chocolates. So we've got Milka on the far left there as you look, Galaxy next to it, then Cadbury, and Yorkie in the background here. So, yeah, I think we'll start, what should we start with, really? Hard to say, isn't it? I think maybe Yorkie. Now Yorkie, Nestlé milk chocolate's not known for being the best in the world, but Yorkie just, I don't know, really sort of punches above its weight. It's just a nice chunky chocolate, really sort of has a nice snap to it and things. So let's give Yorkie a go. This will be the first one, so let's have a see. It does have a kind of, I'd say a powdery taste to it, but borderline, you know. Kind of sort of creamy, milky taste almost, but not, yeah. Not sort of smooth though, not a smooth sort of milky, creamy taste, but nice one. The same, it's just quite a nice substance to it, quite thick. Has a nice snap to it, nice bite to it. I quite like it really. I don't think it's I'm gonna blow your socks off though, but it's a nice chocolate really. It's a nice chocolate. It's quite, I don't know, it just seems to work. It just works for the size of it, the snap of it, the bite of it. I quite like it. I don't think it tastes amazing. I feel like if it was in a smaller segment, it wouldn't work as well. But overall, it's actually quite nice. You know, let's say just quite a nice, solid chocolate. So I think for me, a 4 out of 5 for the Yorkie. I could do quite like it. It's probably close to a 3.5 than a 4.5. But I do quite like it. Alright, let's try the old Milka then. A segment of Milka a go. Right, got one here, so let's give it a try. Wow. Definitely a lot creamier, this one. Yeah, really is. But one way you probably benefit from having 2 segments at once, I think. Compared to the Yorkie, I think that's the strength of the Yorkie, really, having that one segment being quite big. Overall, it's not bad, but for me, I don't know. It seems to taste a bit cheaper almost. I don't know why. I don't think it's as good as the Yorkie, you know. I think it's got a nice creamy taste to it, but I don't know. The Yorkie's borderline on tasting a bit powdery, but it doesn't, but it's borderline. This one isn't like that, but I don't know. It just seems a bit, yeah. It's alright. It's just not that great. It just doesn't really do it for me. I don't know what it is. It's alright, but can't put my finger on it really. It just seems to taste a bit cheaper. It just tastes cheap almost, I think is the gist of it. Yeah, like you just get cheap chocolate, or what you perceive to be cheap chocolate, whether it really is any cheaper, I don't know. But you know, when you just get this non-branded chocolate kind of thing going on, I think it tastes a bit like that really. So yeah, it's still nice though. It has a nice sort of creamy taste without being sickly. So I think a 3.5 out of 5 really, but yeah, Yorkie's better I would say. Interesting. I wasn't particularly expecting that, but yeah, to be so distinct anyway. Right, let's try Cadbury. I'll have one segment. Okay, let's give it a go. Oh, it's got a lovely velvetiness to it. Really does. It smells the best as well. It has a lovely smell to it. It's very nice. I think it's kind of got what Yorkie has really, but maybe not quite so snappy, but just a better taste really. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's a good 4.5. I think for this, just to differentiate from the Yorkie, I'm going to say 4.5 out of 5. Just a lovely velvety taste, really nice, really smooth, lovely smell, lovely aroma, really nice. Yeah, I mean, just a really nice chocolate. I think it's probably more 4 out of 5 really, but yeah, we'll say 4.5 for this. Why not? Okay, all right. So I've got the gas one. They're very small segments here. I think this will work against it really, but they do look nice. There's a G on them as well. But all right. So it tastes. Wow, it's a lot more snappy for sure. Interesting, very it's smooth as well, but it's so, the segments for me are too small. You know, you need they should be you almost need them to be, well, I won't say twice as thick, but you know, maybe 25-50% more. Okay, let's try 2 at once. A lovely snap actually. It's even better than Yorkies. Nice consistency. It's quite, I don't know what the nice way of putting it is, but it feels like it's cloggy in a good way. It kind of you know, it doesn't all melt away straight away. It kind of molds. I don't know. It's weird. It has a different texture again than the others for sure. Yorkie was you know, a bit bordering on powdery. You know, the dairy milk was quite sort of velvety. Milk was a bit creamy. You know, this one a bit creamy but a bit sort of solid at the same time. It's, I say, I'm doing a disservice by calling it cloggy, really, but I can't think of a romantic way of saying that, you know. But it kind of is a bit like that, but in a good way. It's got a weird snap to it as well. It's yeah, it's it feels a bit like it's lots of bits of chocolate put together. When you bite into it, it kind of separates along like fault lines or something, you know, where they've been joined or something like that. It's really nice, but I feel like the individual segments are just too small. It is a nice chocolate. It is nice actually. Tend to keep at it really. It's a good rival for dairy milk, you know. I think it's it's just a really nice. It's a really nice chocolate. Really nice, really smooth, really milky. Is it nicer than dairy milk? Oh, you know, it's a real close one. So one segment of dairy milk here. Got a segment of Galaxy here. So yeah. Yeah, dairy milk, lovely velvety taste of dairy milk. Let's see, try the Galaxy again. Yeah, the Galaxy's got more of a snap. It definitely has. Dairy milk seems to taste nicer straight away and kind of plateaus, but the Galaxy, the lovely snap, and the taste kind of then arrives, you know. So it's kind of like the opposite to the dairy milk, but then you get the lovely snap at the start. So just very different experience, you know, very different. I think it's, again, there's another 4.5. But again, for this, I'm going to say 4.5 out of 5. But is it better than dairy milk? Oh well, I think Milka's definitely my least favourite. I think Yorkie is really nice, but perhaps it's just a bit more standard than the others, but delivers on a nice snap as you bite it. But Galaxy has that as well, and an even nicer chocolate. Whereas dairy milk's a bit softer, but a bit more velvety, but has a lovely aroma and a nice texture as well. So I think I kind of like Galaxy and dairy milk the same, really. I think they just both tick different boxes. You know, they're very different, but very similar at the same time, you know, as far as both milk chocolate, but deliver it in such a different way. And I've definitely got room for both of them. I think I wish the segments in Galaxy were a bit thicker. But that's the only problem with it. I mean, I know Milka was quite delicate and things, but I just feel like they're just a bit too thin to get the maximum impact of it, you know, the taste of it and this, that, and the other. But yeah, it's a nice one. I think for me, probably, if I had really had to go for one over the other, I'd probably go for the dairy milk, to be honest with you. I think the dairy milk would win for me. But if I had a ripple, which is Galaxy chocolate but delivered in a, you know, sort of ripply manner, I think that would probably be the one I'd go for, because I feel like that really delivers the chocolate in a thickness and in the consistency that's amazing. And but then you could say, well, if I had a twirl as well, would I go for the? But a twirl isn't dairy milk, you know. So it's definitely very close between dairy milk and Galaxy for sure, and it could just depend on my mood. But I think if I'd probably, if I wanted Galaxy, I think I'd go for a Ripple basically. So there we go. So I think I probably would say dairy milk would win. But Yorkie's the next one for sure. Just gives you a good snap, and I think Milka's probably the last one. It's just not as interesting. I feel like Galaxy gives you everything Milka does, but better. Basically, that sort of creamy chocolate, you know. So. Yeah, so there we go. Alright guys, well let me know what's your favourite chocolate then. What's your favourite milk chocolate or just any chocolate? Let me know. Yeah, leave a comment or free. Always get to hear from you. Always do best to reply. It'd be good to hear what your opinions are. Of course, this is my opinion. Your apologies if you don't agree with it, but it's one of those very subjective thing. But you can't go wrong with any of them basically. They're all nice, you know. They're all chocolate at the end of the day. Alright guys, take care. Bye for now. See ya.